We're delighted to have world champion Georgia Snow back with us at the 2018 Adequan Select World Championship Show. I'm Larry Jo Starkey with the American Quarter Horse Journal, your first stop for AQHA industry news, and I'm here today with Georgia, who just won Yearling Stallions with Trillions. Did you come up with that name?
No, Jim did. Jim names all the horses, but we wanted a really special name for him. He's by my intention, and I'm sure, as you know, not maybe everybody else doesn't know, but he was $1 million sire. So we wanted to play off of that, and so we worked on names forever. And for several months, his name was Buster because we couldn't come up with a name. And finally, one night, Jim said, Trillions, and I was like, oh, Trillions, it's perfect. So we called AQHA. It was accepted. He's double registered. He's also a paint, so we had to call them, and it was fine there. And so we were like, that's his name. So we went with Trillions.
What about his mama? Tell me about her.
Oh, his mom is an awesome mare. Susan Vogley showed her, and she was Susan Graby then, and she won the world in paints and quarter horses. She's a daughter of I Got a Cool Secret, and Bill Huckabee keeps her year-round. And they bred her to my intention, and we were very flattered because we always loved the mare. So she had this baby, and everybody kept saying, have you been to Bill's? And Jim was like, well, no, it's breeding season. Have you been to Bill's? And so finally he said, I've got to go to Bill's. So he made the trip to Bill's, and he came home. He said, we need that horse, Georgia. I said, well, then why didn't you get him? So back to Bill's he went, and he worked with Susan, and we got the horse bought. And she since then has sold the mare to Phyllis and Terry Bewley. But she did retain some embryos, and they bred her again this year. So he'll have a full sibling next year. So we're excited about that.
So I was talking with Jim earlier, and he said, you said, I have got to show that horse.
Yes, that's true. I retired in 11. I thought I was too old for all of this, yes. And I said, I'm too old for this. But he's so quiet and so sweet and so laid back. And so I thought, I just want to do it. I just want to do it. So we asked Jason and Julie Smith, who we've known since they were little kids, if they would take me on, because I'm a handful. And Jason said, well, he really liked the horse. He didn't think about me, but he said he really liked the horse. So anyway, we took the horse to Jason, and I think he's done a great job for me. And that's where he is, and that's where he'll stay until he doesn't want him anymore, I guess.
Now, you said you retired, so what was it like coming back after retirement?
I love it. I love it. It was great. It was a great comeback party. I don't think it's something that you ever get tired of showing. I just felt like I was too old to do a good job. I didn't feel like I was doing my part for the horse. But it's a great feeling, and it's a great experience for a whole family. And we raised our kids showing horses, and it kept them close. And we would go places, and they weren't ashamed of Mom and Dad because, we always went everywhere together. And I just think showing horses, whether you're doing on the level of AQHA or 4-H or FFA, it's just a great experience for a family.
That is amazing. Who would you like to thank today?
Oh, my goodness, there's too many people. Of course, my husband first, and then Jason and Julie. And, Julie's not a trainer, but, boy, she's right there, and she always has your back. And I really appreciate it.
Were your kids watching?
Oh, they better be. They all had to work, but I hope they're watching. And we have some really good friends that were here yesterday, and he had to go to the hospital, and I hope he's watching on the computer, Raymond and Linda Hall. So anyway, we had a lot of friends, and I appreciate all of them. Wish I could thank them all in person, but it was great.